The narcissist has perfected the art of discarding others with cold precision, wielding abandonment as their ultimate weapon of control. Yet they remain utterly unprepared for the devastating experience of being discarded themselves, not through dramatic confrontation or angry ultimatums, but through something far more psychologically destructive: complete emotional withdrawal while maintaining physical presence. When their victim achieves the mental shift of discarding the narcissist internally while remaining outwardly calm and indifferent, they inflict a wound that cuts deeper than any previous injury the narcissist has experienced. This reversal of power dynamics creates a unique form of psychological torment that the narcissist has no defense against: the silent severance of emotional connection. The most devastating discard occurs when the victim mentally and emotionally exits the relationship while their physical presence continues unchanged. They stop caring about the narcissist's approval, stop hoping for genuine connection, and stop investing emotional energy in someone they've finally recognized as incapable of reciprocity. This internal departure happens quietly, without announcement or explanation, making it impossible for the narcissist to manipulate, negotiate, or prevent. The narcissist senses this shift on an instinctual level, even when they cannot articulate what has changed. They notice their usual manipulation tactics producing no emotional response, their provocations falling flat, and their charm generating polite disinterest rather than adoration. This creates a disorienting reality where they appear to still have their victim's presence, but have lost all psychological access to their inner world. This form of discard proves particularly devastating because it denies the narcissist the drama and emotional reaction they typically use to maintain connection. They cannot love bomb their way back into their victim's heart because that heart has quietly closed its doors. They cannot provoke fights that create intensity and engagement because their victim has achieved genuine indifference. The narcissist finds themselves performing for an audience that has mentally left the theater. The reflection of their own cruelty. When the victim discards the narcissist emotionally, they inadvertently mirror back the exact treatment the narcissist has inflicted countless times, but with a crucial difference. The narcissist's discards were calculated power plays designed to create desperation and increase control. The victim's discard is a natural consequence of exhausted hope and completed healing, making it permanent rather than strategic. This reflection forces the narcissist to experience the emotional abandonment they've weaponized against others. They feel the confusion of wondering what changed, the desperation of trying to recapture attention that has genuinely evaporated, and the powerlessness of facing someone who has mentally categorized them as irrelevant. This taste of their own medicine creates a psychological crisis because they lack the emotional resilience their victims developed through surviving their abuse. The narcissist cannot comprehend authentic disinterest because their entire worldview assumes they remain perpetually fascinating to everyone they've touched. When confronted with genuine indifference from someone who once loved them desperately, they experience a shattering of their fundamental assumptions about their own importance and desirability. The permanent nature of authentic detachment. Unlike the narcissist's strategic discards that serve as manipulation tactics, the victim's emotional discard is irreversible. Once someone has truly seen through the narcissist's facade and processed their pain into wisdom, they cannot unknow what they've learned. The narcissist discovers that no amount of love bombing, promises, or manufactured crises can resurrect feelings that have genuinely died through natural emotional self-protection. This permanence creates a unique torture for the narcissist because they're accustomed to being able to hoover their victims back through calculated effort. They've learned that most people's boundaries can be eroded with sufficient persistence, tears, or threats. But authentic emotional detachment creates an impenetrable wall that their manipulation cannot scale because it's built from hard-won wisdom rather than temporary anger. The narcissist experiences the final blow when they realize their victim isn't engaged in a power struggle or playing hard to get. They've genuinely moved on internally. This person who once organized their life around earning the narcissist's approval now treats them with the same pleasant indifference they'd show a distant acquaintance. The narcissist has been demoted from starring role to background character in someone else's story, and no performance can restore their former position. The worst discard the narcissist experiences comes not from someone who leaves in fury, but from someone who stays physically present while becoming emotionally unreachable. A living ghost who walks through their shared space, but exists in an entirely different psychological universe where the narcissist no longer matters.